Now guys, if biting a finger had a face, this is it.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
That's unfair. It is unfair. I'm so sorry I can't talk.
Let me ask
I don't know how I'm going to say that to my mom. My mom has a hard time.
Judelka Mejia cannot believe she's going back home without her nephew, 29-year-old Yasael Almonte Mejia. Like many other immigrants, when their case is dismissed, they are detained.
There's a girl in her going viral because her dad got deported and she voted for Trump. She's Cuban. I want to explain for the younger white people why she voted Trump. Cubans are mostly Republican. This is for a few reasons. One, until President Obama was in office, Cubans could not be illegal in America. We had a policy that if they could swim over here, they could stay. That's because we were largely anti-communist, and because the people who fled Cuba were the ones who did not like communism, it's the right-wing Cubans who left. Then they landed in South Florida where everybody's fucking rich and opulent and spending money. And they're like, haha, this is great. Of course they are Republicans still. Because they couldn't be deported. And there's a lot of issues between the Cubans and the Mexicans. Because the Cubans would kind of like talk shit to the Mexicans like, why are you here illegally? And the Mexican would be like, the fuck do you mean? I got here the same way you did. They just made a law that made it okay for Cubans. Cubans are like, yeah, it's because they like us. And Cubans usually have lighter skin, so it's a whole thing. But anyway, Obama made them illegal. And so I guess that didn't turn them left either. But they didn't really.
There's a fantastic video of Cubans celebrating Donald Trump. Oh, yeah. Have you seen it? They have the MAGA hats, and they're playing the congas. It's like...
I will vote for Donald Trump.
Fucking... Donald Trump es mi favorito. Donald Trump es mi favorito. Donald Trump, ¡huepa, huepa, hey! Donald Trump es mi favorito. Mi favorito presidente número uno. ¡Huepa, tan, 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 tan. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. A couple days ago, they're like, what's wrong with that? Leave me alone! I can't believe this shit!
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
But I love you, Donald Trump! He's like, buenos dias. Muy malo. A cucaracha, cucaracha. I'm so sorry, so sorry. Muy malo. Adios, amigos. Buenos tardes. Goodbye. Anything with an O is Spanish. We're taking it away. Potato, tomato, I don't give a shit. It's all Spanish. How can you do this to us, Donald Trump? We have a party. Please! I laughed for 20 minutes.
I'm about to show y'all the best case of fuck around and find out that you have ever seen. Watch this. Say hi to Janet Correa. Her husband just got deported a few weeks ago after leaving a legal immigration appointment down in Florida. And let's see what she was doing leading up to last November's election. I mean, I hate to laugh, but I mean, you're out there doing that. You obviously don't care if it's going to happen to other people, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of my time caring if it happens to you.
Activist Helen Villalonga begged for compassion.
¿Qué le hicimos, Donald Trump?
What did we do to you, Donald Trump, to deserve this? Many of my people believed in you.
I'm worried because of the situation that me, my dad, and my mom have where we don't have papers yet.
Javier, did you support Donald Trump?
Sí, yo hubiese tenido ciudadanía.
If I was a U.S. citizen, I would have voted for Donald Trump.
We'll vote for Donald Trump. Okay, remember that? Well, remember the couple that made the song? Remember them? Remember the white, the Latino woman in the red hat and the red shirt and the blue jeans and the blonde, and she on the stage. I mean, she rocking it. And her husband is playing the is it the congos or something beside her. Well, she has a different look on her face today. Yep. Her turn. It seems that her husband was picked up by ICE, and they had a picture of her that looks quite differently. Yes, I'm sorry to say. It's not a smile anymore, and she's not grooving. You know, she's not she's not doing any of that. She's crying, and she's speaking her native language, so I don't know what the hell she was saying, but she was very upset. Her hubby was picked up, but not only was the hubby picked up, the hubby was put on the expedite list. He was put on the expedite, like, get him up out of here now. Yes, ma'am. Happy Friday. The people that originated the song, the people that made the song, he ain't even got no mercy for them. Oh, you want to talk about repercussions? You want to talk about karma? I bet the last thing she got on her mind now, well, no, it's got to be the first, because I know every time she look up somebody playing that video, every time you look up somebody's playing a clip of her and her husband jamming to "I Will Vote for Donald Trump." Yeah. I will vote for Donald Trump. And that got your ass kicked up out the United States. Happy now? I told y'all, karma is not playing with these people. Y'all played an integral role in gathering people to go vote for him. And now you're suffering the consequences. And the consequences are high. You latched your wagon to the wrong mule. And now that mule has turned around and kicked your front foes in. They never stop showing their appreciation to people who put them in that office. The Republicans never stop showing how much they really appreciate your votes and all the work you did to get the Republican Party in office. All that work you did, all those shows you did, you wrote that song, you composed it, y'all jammed to it, you put it out, you went and played it everywhere you could, and now he done slapped the lyrics out your mouth. I don't know how y'all keep doing it. I don't know how y'all keep doing it, but you keep doing it. So anyway, it's a good Friday. I hope y'all got a good as laugh as I did. So now go through the whole day singing, "I will vote for Donald Trump." Somebody got to pick up the slack because they're getting rid of the originals. Woo! Hey, Sweetness. What was her name? Jessica, Jennifer, somebody. Hey, is it great again yet? Asking for a free.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, Africans. I hope you're faring well where you are, and if you're not faring well, please fare well where you are. You know what they say? A politician is not your friend. Yeah, a politician will never. And what they can do is just pretend they are your friends. And also there's a saying which says, politics is a dirty game. Many of us tend to forget this and we go overboard. We even go to the extent of selling out our very own people to these politicians. A good example is here in Kenya. We had some politicians hire goons to come and beat up the protesters. The same protesters who are protesting for you, a politician hires you to go and beat them up. And you know, you are also hired to go and rob stores. That is a politician, right? One time they use you, the other time they disuse you, and then the other time they misuse you, right? So that's Kenya, and that's a good example why you should never trust politicians. They're there for their own enrichment. So the same philosophy, the same instance can be likened to the situation in the United States of America. We had so many people support Donald Trump. For whatever reasons they had, they supported Donald Trump. Some supported Donald Trump because he was going to bring a good economy to the United States of America. Some supported Donald Trump because he was going to build borders. Some supported Donald Trump because they hated blacks and they knew that Donald Trump is not a good friend to the blacks. So each and every Latina, each and every Hispanic, each and every white person, or each and every black person who voted for Trump had their own reasons. The ironical part is when you now come and start complaining and start crying after voting for Trump, because that is what has happened. A white lady who was singing, he was actually known for singing for Trump. I sing for Trump, I'll vote for Trump. She was popular all over the internet, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whichever. Think of it. Even those I have not heard, this woman was there singing, propagating. She was there spreading the news of why people should vote for Trump. And now I'm surprised. I'm also not surprised because I'm used to seeing such things, that now she's crying. She's crying because of the hard life Donald Trump is making her go through. Now, without further ado, I want us to listen to the lamentations of the woman. I shall get back by the end of the video, where we shall also have a deep, critical analysis. Let's dive in.
You guys remember this lady? Well, I'm trying not to laugh. This is her now.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
They voted for Donald Trump. Donald Trump deport. You heard that right, guys. Janet Correa, the famous Trump singing lady, has had her husband detained by ICE. And not only that, but he got put on expedited removal. They want him out of the US. They don't want him. But of course, we've been telling them this all along. They don't want you, bro. Also, do you remember the time I went viral because I told people to call ICE on Latinos for Trump and the family members of Latinos for Trump? It looks like it's happening, and I couldn't be happier. You reap what you sow, and I stand by what I say. But anyways, play silly games, get silly prizes. Let me know what you guys think.
I didn't think they was going to go after Cubans. We are not the bad people. I vote Trump because he wants to help the people.
I will vote for Donald Trump. Even though he keep deporting y'all. I will vote for Donald Trump. He been snatching on y'all.
¿Por qué están arrestando personas inocentes que solo huyen de una dictadura, de una tiranía asesina comunista?
Tras la detención de la joven cubana Laura de la Caridad González Sánchez, líderes del movimiento anticomunista I-220A expresaron su apoyo.
Como movimiento legal en el estado de la Florida, necesitamos por favor que se tomen en cuenta que si no hemos cometido crimen, que tenemos nuestras vidas organizadas, nuestro asilo pendiente, que por favor no tenemos por qué vivir con este terror.
I will vote
Cristel Habanas. How did I do, Mercy? For their incredible performance.
Nosotros lo hicimos porque nosotros queríamos. A mí nadie me pagó un centavo. A mí nadie me dijo que esto iba a ser beneficioso, ni siquiera que iba a
Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. That's what y'all did. Those people didn't even get paid to do that. That's crazy. The wordplay that the GOP specifically used in Florida, especially Miami, on Venezuelans and Cubans is unreal. They told you guys that they're only going after the criminals. You guys are the criminals. When you come to this country illegally, that's the crime. But what you do is you seek asylum because you're saying you're running away from a very bad government. But you still have to get here to seek asylum. And when you seek asylum, you give your name, where you're living, where you're working. That's how this works. So that's what they did. They didn't go around trying to find a bunch of illegal immigrants everywhere because that's difficult to do. Apart from the farms and the construction sites, it's hard to find illegal immigrants in the country. They don't leave a paper trail. But people that seek asylum do. And that's why they went to y'all houses in Miami and picked y'all up. Because they knew where you were at. Your paperwork wasn't completed. But hey, I will vote for Donald Trump. You voted for your people to get deported because he don't give a shit what you look like. Y'all could look white. You can have the proximity to whiteness. But you are from Cuba. And he don't give a shit. So thoughts and deportations. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all stand 10 toes down in your vote. Don't start bitching now.
Where are my Miami Cubans at? Stand up for what you supported in 2024. Stand up for what you supported. Oh, you thought he wasn't talking about you, right? He wasn't talking about you. He was talking about the illegals. Even though we tried to tell you, if your skin color was brown and you talk Spanish, he wants you out of the country. You thought, oh, he's not talking about me. We tried to warn you. The mass deportations in U.S. history affect communities of color indiscriminately. How do they know if you're undocumented or not? They're going to harass you. So even revoking legal status for 500,000 Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans, how are they going to find out which ones just lost their legal status? Where are they going to find them? They're going to be searching these neighborhoods, as they have been already. You know, when I moved from Michigan to Florida, I was young, naive. I didn't know what had happened in 2000, but I was shocked when I learned that Cubans in Miami were Republicans. Because coming from Michigan, I knew who the Republicans were. And they couldn't stand the Cubans. And it's like, you're voting for people who can't stand you. They tolerate you because you stay in Miami and you're not venturing out to Iowa. You're not venturing out into the Midwest to realize that the people you're supporting want you out of their country. FAFO. FAFO. But stand up and own what you supported. Round of applause. Greatness is here. Enjoy it.
They really thought they were different. They really thought they were better than all the rest. And they really thought they had the golden ticket. Cuban community responds with outrage after mother is deported, leaving her nursing baby behind. The deportation of Haiti Sanchez, a breastfeeding Cuban mother, has sparked outrage within the Cuban community in the U.S. And you know what? I don't have a video this time, but you know what I do have? I have my favorite song. Cue the music.
I will vote for Donald Trump.
Oh, you know what? Time to hit him with the remix.
Do you remember that Cuban band that sang that song, I Will Vote for Donald Trump? I was wondering what happened to them. And so I did a bit of research, and I came across something I thought all of you would find very interesting indeed. Hold on a minute. Let me get it for you, okay? And when you're done watching it, jump in my comments and tell me what you think. I really want to know.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
I bet Cubans for Trump hate to see my fat ass coming, but you knew I was coming. You knew I would not let 24 hours pass before I would get on here and have my fucking say. 530,000 Cuban, Haitian, and Venezuelan refugees have got to get the fuck up out of here. Their refugee status has been canceled. But remember that one time when that black lady was running for president and she tried to tell your motherfucking asses? And you didn't listen. You were singing, I will vote for Donald Trump. Remember that? We tried to warn you. Now the time is up. TikTok, you got to get the fuck up out of here. And nobody's sorry for you. You thought because your skin was just a tad bit lighter than the other Latinos that you were the chosen ones and you were special. You thought you would be able to stay. You were different. You're not. You're not. And we tried to warn you. Kamala tried to warn you. Now, if Kamala was president, you could have probably stayed, but you didn't want her as president. You proudly would vote for Donald Trump, and you probably still would. So get the fuck up out of here. And on another note, he pardoned the Chrisleys and Larry Hoover. True criminals. But he wants your motherfucking asses up out of here. Now run along. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.
Mass deportation of illegals. For or against, and why?
For, because we wouldn't have to do the mass deportation if Biden didn't let so many into the country. And we're the only country that has to justify why we want to deport illegal immigrants. Yep. No other country, even Mexico, no other country is going to let you stay if you're illegal. It's like common sense. You know, if you're illegal, you're illegal. You have to go.
That's right.
And it really incentivizes people to come here illegally if they see millions of people do it and get away with it.
And in addition, getting a lot of free shit.
Exactly.
Like free hotels,
exactly.
Free food, free medical care.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you come?
Yeah, I know. I mean, and I've seen interviews where illegals are straight up saying that they came because they thought, you know, Biden told them to come.
Did you know that border crossings are down 95% under Trump?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of Cubans for Trump. That's unfortunately... I'm not from Cuba. I'm just half Cuban. My dad is... Your family's Cuban? Yeah. Most of my family has been here for a while. We don't have a lot of family there, but the people there are struggling. I've seen a lot of Cubans for Trump. That's unfortunately, that comes from the anti-revolution sentiment from Fidel's time. It's there is a very popular song for Trump. Yeah, there is, yeah. It's unfortunate. A lot of them come here and just turn completely capitalist and support Trump because they think it's the whole idea of the American dream. When they start getting deported, then they'll see the regime that he's putting on now.
A pro-Trump Cuban rapper is about to be deported, and he's been told by the administration that he has less than 30 days to pack his bags. The rapper's name is El Funky, and I'll read what he posted on Instagram just recently. He wrote, I have 30 days to leave the country or I will be deported. I ask all my Cuban brothers who know my anti-communist trajectory and the congressmen of this country that more than ever, I need your support today. This is a really crazy story, so buckle up, and remember to add the Midas Touch podcast right now on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. As this article from Politico notes, El Funky fled Cuba to reside in Miami, and although he was previously championed by Cuban politicians Marco Rubio and Mario Diaz-Balart, the two have not spoken publicly on the rapper's behalf, but the possibility of deportation has not changed El Funky's stance on Trump, despite him not being able to legally vote. The rapper has previously stated, "If I could vote, I would have voted for Trump. He's the strongest president when it comes to Cuba." Earlier this month, U.S. immigration authorities denied El Funky's residency application under the 1966 Cuban Adjustment Act. And if he is indeed deported back to Cuba, he faces likely imprisonment there because his music helped fuel the largest anti-government protests in Cuba in decades. And despite that, let me remind you once again, he still supports Trump. Follow Midas Touch now for more news.
Now, after watching this crazy comedy, tragic comedy to be precise, I can say that whatever has happened here is nothing new. Even though it's saddening, it's nothing new. First of all, it's just the rule number 1 in the book. Do not trust a politician. They ain't your friends. A politician ain't your friend. A politician will promise you the moon and deliver nothing, and then there's nowhere you'll take them. A politician will promise you good roads. They won't do that once they get into power. They only make what's good for them, what will benefit their pocket and their family. So a politician is not someone to trust. Somehow, we always find ourselves in the trap of trusting these politicians. But that is a big mistake we make as humans. Politicians are not to be trusted. Politicians, let their action bring about the trust. You see, their actions should prevail more than their words. But for this instance, the Latina lady, she was singing with joy, "I will vote for Donald Trump," with the Spanish, whatever, the dancing and all that. It was so elegant what she was doing. Little did she know, there are people with whom are not voting for him. But she took it too far. Even singing, that was too far. She campaigned for Donald Trump, and now Donald Trump didn't give a damn. Donald Trump didn't give a damn whether you sang for me or not. I'm deporting your husband. And in fact, I'm deporting him forever. He's not coming back. This should be a message to the people. Not just the white lady, not just the Cuban lady. All people. A politician is not your friend. They'll praise you today and tomorrow they'll criticize you. Right? The same Donald Trump she was singing, she knew very well that he is locking doors for other people like her who are trying to get into the US. Because she got into the US, she now does not care about those other people who are trying to get in. So she was trying to lock the doors for her fellow family members and other countrymen. It tells you how much humans can be selfish. But, karma is a bitch. Karma always finds a way of coming back and punishing you accordingly. And now we can say that karma is punishing her. We can say that she's paying the consequences for her misconduct. Because to many Americans, she made a misconduct and she is now paying for the misconduct. Yes. Share your thoughts, what you think about this woman in the comment section. Let's further this discussion because it's getting very interesting. I want to listen to your perspective. Yes. Now, let's end the video here. Remember to share your thoughts and also support me on Patreon. Become a member. Donate something by the end of the month. It helps me help you bring good videos and good news to you each day. Yes. This is EFK Original Documentaries. If you like what I do, subscribe. See you in the next one. I will not vote for Donald Trump. I will not vote for Donald Trump. If she sang it that way, this video would not exist.